Broadcasting live with coverage you can count on. KSLA News 12 starts with breaking news.
Breaking news at 6 o'clock. A Shreveport restaurant goes up in smoke this morning. KSLA News 12's Miranda Whittington is live from RJ Restaurant in just a minute. But first, we are also talking about your forecast. Take a look at all this green on your TV. Rain pouring right now, making your morning drive a wet and sloppy one. James Parrish is now tracking that rain for us this morning. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Adrian. Yes, it's going to be a very sloppy commute for many, especially across northwest Louisiana and deep east Texas. Luckily, as of right now, temperatures still across the southeastern half of the Arklatex from Shreveport, Bossier, and points to the southeast are still well above freezing. So this is just a cold rain. There's still the potential we could see a little light mix of a wintry precipitation across the I-30 corridor and points to the north. But like I was saying yesterday, I'm not expecting any accumulations or any major traffic problems this morning. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the action. We do have some moderate rain from downtown Shreveport into Bossier City, all the way down across I-49 to Stonewall, even into Mansfield. That extends east across I-20 into Minden. This will likely slow you down first thing this morning. Keep in mind, even if it's not raining this morning, those roadways will likely be wet. We're starting to see an uptick in the moderate rain activity from Mansfield down to Converse, Manny, as well as Milam, Texas, back towards Shelby, and even up towards Carthage, Texas, where we're starting to see some moderate to maybe even some heavy rain mixed in there as well. That will continue to make the jump from deep east Texas into northwest Louisiana. Across the very northern tip of the Arklatex, the rain isn't nearly as widespread, but this is where we could see some patchy areas of some frozen precipitation. Once again, not expecting anything that's really going to slow you down first thing this morning, according to the ice. Much bigger story will be that widespread rain, and it will likely taper off to the mid to late morning hours, with temperatures generally sitting in the mid to upper 30s. We'll track the rain out of the Arklatex hour by hour on Future Track coming up in just a few more minutes. But let's get over to Christian Picos, who's in the alert center with the traffic alert.
James, we're seeing wet roads across the Arklatex as you wake up this morning. It's just a really sloppy and gross start to your day. Let's take a live look at some of our traffic cameras across northwest Louisiana at this hour. We're taking a live look right now at I-20 at Common Street. Traffic flowing nicely through downtown Shreveport. Again, the traffic's not going to be your major issue. Your problem is going to be those wet roads that we've been talking about all morning. So make sure you give yourself plenty of extra time to reach your destination this morning. Again, across the river at I-20 at Traffic Street in Bossier City right now. Traffic moving nicely. Just make sure you're driving safe and giving yourself plenty of space between you and the car ahead of you as you head to work this morning. But most importantly, drive safe and drive slow.
Now, we do have some reports of power outages this morning. SWEPCO reported about 2,500 outages earlier this morning, and right now there are about 900 outages that remain, mostly in Sabine and Red River parishes. We are learning of a large tree knocked out power at residents in the Hooks area. Now, crews are cutting that tree down, and they are restoring power in Hooks as well. All right, back to that breaking news from Shreveport. A business, local business, erupts in flames just 2 hours ago. KSLA News 12's Miranda Whittington is live at RJ's Restaurant on Mansfield Road. Miranda, good morning. What do we know right now about that fire?
Good morning, Adria. Well, right now everyone is okay. Firefighters are starting to die down now. There's still about two trucks out here, and they're still kind of assessing the roof. So that's kind of where everything started this morning. That call came in at 4:30 about smoke and fire coming from the roof of RJ's Restaurant. And so that's really where firefighters have been attacking that top portion. Now, it took them close to about 15 minutes to put out this fire. There's about 9 units on scene. Over 30 firefighters were here battling this blaze. And from what we heard, there were 2 people inside of the restaurant when the fire started, but they were able to get out and they are okay. They weren't hurt. Now, I did get a chance to talk to the owners real briefly. They had showed up. They had got to the scene. They told me they were okay, and they're still here working to kind of figure out what's going on and assess the damage. Right now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation, so they're still working to get that under control. But this is kind of the scene right now. This is RJ's Restaurant off of Mansfield Road, and any new information that we get about this, we'll continue to keep you updated on air and on our KSLA News 12 app. Live in Shreveport, I'm Miranda Whittington, KSLA News 12.
We continue to follow more breaking news this morning. The Drew County Sheriff's Office in Southeast Arkansas has issued a silver alert for this man. This is 88-year-old William Feaser. He's been missing since yesterday. His family in Washington County, Arkansas, reported him missing yesterday. Now, we know that he's 5'7", has white hair and blue eyes. We're also learning that Feaser may be with a black lab, is driving a red truck, and pulling a 16-foot trailer. Now, if you have any information as to where Feaser might be, you are urged to contact the Drew County Sheriff's Office.
New overnight in Shreveport, a teen shot in the foot is rushed to the hospital. Police got a call along Fairfield Avenue, but they're told that shooting likely happened somewhere else. Police are still working to find the scene this morning. Now, fortunately, the wounds to this teen are minor. He is recovering. Now, the unknown gunman is still on the run right now. That shooting comes less than a day after two other shootings in Shreveport. Now, we're working to learn a man's condition after he showed up at an elementary school with a gunshot wound. Police found him inside of a car in front of Southern Hills Elementary yesterday. Officers say someone drove him there after that shooting. He was last listed with life-threatening conditions. Now, the school was locked down for a short time because of this shooting. There's no word on a suspect this morning. Another Shreveport man is recovering from a gunshot wound to the arm. Police say he was shot during a family argument on Hassett Avenue yesterday. The alleged gunman is in police custody. It's not clear if any charges will be filed. New traffic controls come to Shreveport's Cedar Grove neighborhood. The city council approved a new traffic light in a very busy area there. That light will be installed at the corner of 84th Street and St. Vincent Avenue. That's just 2 blocks from Shady Grove Baptist Church. One council member claims more than 25 accidents occurred in that exact spot over the past 2 years. Across the river, Bossier Schools reached a settlement in a controversial lawsuit over religious activities in schools. The school board and the group Americans United for the Separation of Church and State submitted a consent order to the court. The board says the order calls for them to revise part of their religious expression policy. The board also claims the order fixes their current policy and resolves the legal battle with that agency. Superintendent Scott Smith, he released this statement saying, "We are pleased to be able to resolve this matter without impinging upon our students' rights, which we see as a victory for all of Bossier Parish. We will alert you when revisions are made and exactly what they are." The partial government shutdown may soon affect your kids at school. Ahead, how the division in Washington may land right on your child's lunch table. And federal workers miss another paycheck today because of that shutdown. How leaders are fighting for change, still to come.
Widespread rain will likely impact your morning commute. We'll track the rain out of the Arklatex hour by hour on Future Track coming up in your forecast.
My name is Lisa, and with Dr. Tracy's program, I've lost 41 pounds and I feel fantastic.